Hi, welcome back to Mechanic Garage. Another video on that. We've got more parts at last. The bit for the airbag turned up. So, going to do a couple of bits to reassemble onto this. Got the steering sensor that'll clip onto the back. There's two little tabs. Hopefully it hasn't moved. But what I'll do, I'll try and see if my scanner will actually read the live data and see if it is in the centre or not. It can only go one way or the other. It wasn't quite square in the one I took off, so I don't know which way it went. However, I can plug it in and try it. So I'm going to screw that together and then we're going to get it fitted. Right. Besides the airbag bit we bought, that was the old reverse light. Struggling to find one. None on eBay. Well, Lithuania, I think, selling brand new ones. So, they're quite expensive. No second-hand ones anywhere. And I rang the local scrapyard in Grimsby. They've got one X Trail. Don't know what year it is, don't know what model it is, don't know nothing else. Happens to be the right year and the right spec. Also, had a black headrest, black leather interior to get the missing headrest as well. So that and that, the last bits I couldn't find. Got a selection of subframe bushers. They finally arrived. Ordered them. Well, they've been on order a week, basically. I messaged a guy and he's like, oh yeah, sorry, they'll be there tomorrow. And to be fair to him, they were. So I can get them in. Yeah, that's what they should look like. If you've seen the other ones, this was still in the subframe. It all split and perished around there. That's a bit that locates into the chassis under the car, so that centralises them. And then this holds it, and then it bolts through from underneath into that. But they're just completely separated. So, typical deliveries. Didn't even know they were here. Missus at home all day, and nobody actually knocks on the door. They just literally drop it on your doorstep and takes a photo saying it's delivered. Go and stick the headrest and that in first. They're the easy bits. I've already tested the bulb. It works. I don't know if it'll work in the car, as in with the car in reverse yet. So if it doesn't, this is a switch. So we'll find out. Right, dead easy. I've already checked this bulb works. Because the one that came in this light didn't. Ironically, the one that was in a bulb, the one that was in the light with the broken lens didn't work. That looks better. Just all little things like that that make it better. And try not to cross thread these. Both of these snapped on the one I took out the scrapyard. One that spun on the plastic and then managed to pull it out, and the other one the actual bolt snapped. So I've had to run a couple of bolts down through these to make sure they're alright. And use the clips off the old light. Right, I'll go and stick it in reverse and see if it works. Yay! Working! Next job, installing a headrest. It's complicated. Line up the two holes. Done. Right, first thing I'm going to do, rather than connecting everything up, I'm going to plug in the new unit. And in fact, probably just even plug in the steering wheel sensor and then see if it's happy. I can plug my scanner in and actually read where it's supposed to be, because there's one plug for it. That one there. So that everything else won't work. There's nothing of issues without else. So now I can make sure that that's saying the steering wheel's straight. Now I'll have to switch to screen record for that. So I'll plug this in. If I can find the diagnostic port. and I'll just swap over onto that and see what we can come up with. Right, for some reason when I recorded this on the screen it didn't record my audio. I don't know why. Anyway, so I've gone in, signed into Nissan, and there's the VIN number. Scroll down to United Kingdom and the year for the car. Select that and it gives you the profile of it, T31. Go into hot functions and you find the settings that you need to reset things, and I'm just literally voicing over what I'm seeing right now. And there we are, steering angle sensor. It's the first time I've ever done this, so it was a bit of a mystery. You set it straight and then you press OK, or press start, and then I was reading through that at the time. Still waiting. There you go, recording, encoding it. It basically calibrates where it is at the time and does that. So it seemed to work alright. Right, that was the easiest thing in the world. For some reason it didn't read audio, so what you've just heard there is me doing a slight voiceover, so that's why it's a bit out if it's not quite right. Right, really now it's a case of connecting things up, putting things back in, put the trim on, and then clear all the errors just in case there's anything I've disturbed. But the airbag light will be on. As soon as I cleared it before, it wouldn't stay off. So just need to find all the plugs. Can't tell which way they go from here. I remember when they came out they were a bit of a pig because they were all twisted up. Steering angles in, audio control airbag wiring. Right, that should then, there we go. Let's see if I've remembered all the tools I need. These come with pre-fitted screws, which is quite handy. No faffing around, they're already in there. Right, now these got plugs and contacts in them, so these literally slide in and click into place. Got a little plug there that's already mounted inside here. So when you push them in, click them into place, and that's that. There's screws down there for the airbag. That's for that. Remember right that these just clip together, and then there's two screws go underneath. Trim piece. So it needs a bit of a clean before the steering wheel goes back on. Where's it? Right, there's two screws. Excuse me. They go up in there. Hold it to that to the surround. Right, if I take this off, it's like a little safety clip so you can't spiral it all out the way and make it all go a bit wrong. Airbag wire through. If I line the steering wheel up with the mark and then turn that so it fits through. So realistically now, there's going to be steering wheel centre on. Centre nut on, which I forgot to get the socket for. I'll go and get that now. Got it. Screw that on. Could use a battery gun here to get it extra tight, but you don't know how tight it's going to be. Door's going to shut that camera over. And you're better off doing it manually because you don't strip the threads on the steering column. Right. Multifunction airbag, so all these switches and the horn and everything are all fed through this wiring. The airbag one is this here. The specific one's yellows, orange, yellow and orange, but this was just a yellow. That's why I had to strip it before off camera to find out which one it had got so I could buy the right one. I'll go and disconnect the battery before I stick the airbag on. Now they reckon you're supposed to wait 3 minutes, so I'm going to take that bit of advice because I've never had an airbag go off in my face and I don't want to start now. I doubt very much they will do, they're not triggered, but you never know. Old electronics, front end's being stripped. I'd rather disconnect it than connect the battery from a safe distance, and just in case. But no, it's not horrendous. I'll connect the other wiring up, that can go in. In fact, no, I can't. Got the airbag one first, that's the longest wire. I'll give it a few minutes and I'll come back. Right, that's about 5 minutes, give or take. So now I just basically plug them in. These have got like a locking clip on them, so you can only, once they're in, they're clipped in properly. There we go. It goes in, press a little lock. It says. Little lock should click. There you go, a bit harder than I thought. Right, you got the multi-plug there. That's for all your steering wheel controls. And you've got the earth there for the horn. Awkward to get at. You can get at it, you can't put your... Can't get your hand in and wire. There you go, that's that. And this literally just slots in. These two tabs here, one on each side. They get a bolt. Torx head screws, so you can't mess with it. They're anti-tamper as well, so we have to get the one with a hole in the middle. You basically screw them back in. There's a little plastic cover goes over them, and then in theory that's that job done. That's those tight little plastic covers go over the screw holes. No particular place they go, just in. Right, I'll go and plug the battery back in. Plug the battery back in, then we'll scan the codes, clear the airbag fault and see if it's gone away. Well, the stalks are working. The airbag light's gone out and then come back on again. Now it's flashing. That's flashing airbag is what you expect, because that's suggesting there's a fault, which I know there is, it's all been apart and it hasn't had the error cleared. So if I seatbelt door, parking brake, airbag light's gone out. Okay, it's gone out. That surprised me. Normally you get an error with a foot, with a airbag, SRS, anything like that. Appears to have cured it. I'll scan it anyway, just out of interest. Clear anything it's got, but normally they'll leave an error behind until it's actually been physically cleared. Keyless entry thing. Airbag lights on. It's not flashing, and it's now gone out. That's a problem fixed, but I'm going to scan it anyway. Right, back into Top Scan, back into there, click Nissan Automatic, select the number, and back down to UK, and click the year again, vehicle profile, and then we'll go into Auto Scan. Go down to airbag, read DCCs, I think I did here, and there's the airbag one, open circuit on the driver's airbag. Cleared it, and even though it wasn't showing up, it was still stored as a code. So basically wipe its memory, clear it all out, wait the 5 seconds, put it back on, and that's it done. Now there's okay, I've forgotten what I actually did at this point. There you go, right, it's confirmed it now, it's cleared, nothing there. Right, that'll do for today. Next video will be the subframe, get the bushers back on, get the front end back together, and then, as I said in the video, strip the back end, wash it all out, and hope there's nothing else wrong. So, thanks very much for watching. I know they're a little bit all over the place, these videos, because of parts not turning up and one thing or another. And then bloody crows! Oh, thought they'd actually stop then for a second. But right, thanks very much. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!